this video today, we're going to be milking my goats. They're all out there, their udders are full, and they're ready. I'm going to show you how I set up everything, how I go through my whole process. So stay with me. So this is my vacuum pump for the milking machine. This is the milk jug. I have sanitizer in here from last night's milking. I just make sure I get it all out. This is all of the hoses. So last night I left sanitizer in the hoses and I just swash it around. I drain all the sanitizer out. This is a no rinse sanitizer. We'll go over that in another video. I use the bucket here to hold my hoses. Makes them easy for me to grab. Get my sanitizer and my iodine. Good morning, girls. Okay, I'm going to hook the hose up. All right, time to let the girls in. Okay. This is Cindy. Hop up, girl. Hop up. I clip my animals, my goats, to the wall with a short leash. This system works for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but over all the years of doing milking, this is my best system so far. So I wipe them all clean. And now I need to turn on the noisy machine. Generally have gone about 15 hours since I milked them last. Come on, girl. Stay still. She needs to stay still for me. This is their feed I give them while I'm milking them. It's a combination of sweet grain and alfalfa pellets. I mix the alfalfa pellets in there is because they eat so fast and so much, I don't want them to have all grain. Okay, she's not draining real fast this morning. Cindy's doing well. So now they get their bananas. Bananas from a grocery store that sells old bananas, $4 for a 40-pound box. This is a treat for them. Also, it's a way for me to get their minerals and vitamins into them. So I cut them up. Not a good knife. Bananas are very mushy. They're very, very sweet, and they love them. The nice part about the milking machine is it allows me to do other work while they're being milked. is just a container full of the minerals, and I dip them in that because then I know they eat them. I used to put this on top of their grain, and this would always be at the bottom because it doesn't taste good, I guess. I love this little stool. It lets me run around the barn. Well, between the goats at least. Doing 5 goats today. Okay? Oh, Sasha's coming. They have their order. But they're not doing that today. Okay, then I start all over. I lock the door because goats don't have opposable thumbs, but they have opposable lips. And it's amazing what they can do and what they can get into. Hold still, girl. So I squeeze out a little bit of milk, and I get it on myself every once in a while. Check their milk. I do not do a stripping cup every time. I don't have an issue with mastitis or any kind of infections in my goats, and I test their milk on a regular basis. And in most dairies, whichever animals have mastitis, they milk last. But I've never had that problem. While they're busy milking, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Sasha right here. She is what's called a Precocious Utter. Her mother, which I had the lovely privilege of knowing, she died when Sasha was born, was a prolific milker. Sasha was going to be a pet. Her mom, Sandy goat, was not my goat, it was a friend's goat. And she was just going to be kept as a pet. And as she grew, all of a sudden her udders filled and she had milk. And she'd never been bred. They took her to the vet. The vet said she's a precocious utter. It turns out I had a goat like her before that I milked every day for 7 years. They never run out of milk, and it's not common. We believe that this is how she's going to be. So we bred her. So she's doing very well in the stanchion because she's only been on the stanchion, I think, 6 weeks now. And that's why she still kicks at me so much. The rest of them are getting pretty good. Marsha's on her second freshening. Cindy and Jan, Jan's only had 1 freshening. She's been being milked for a year now to milk with her. And Cindy's on her second freshening. But they're all wonderful, good goats. But their teats are so different. These particular teat cups, which I'll leave a link to at the bottom of the video, I'll leave a link to everything you see that I didn't collect from somewhere or build myself. But they drain really beautifully. She's almost drained. She doesn't always let down all of her milk at once. After coax it out of her. As the years go by, I know she's going to be an incredible milker because at this point she's fabulous. I think she's 2 years old. What's really nice is you can tell through the clear on these teacups that there's still milk coming. So you know when they're done. This milking machine is not any one particular brand. I have gone through 6 or 7 generations of milking machines. And this is my Frankenstein. I bought the bucket and the pulsator with a different set of hoses and claws, and they were a nightmare. It was like fighting a live octopus. I swapped out the hoses for the food grade and swapped out the teat cups. They're so easy to clean. I'll have to make a video on that. The other ones I used to use had all kinds of other parts. It was a lot of work. So you see how her teats are straight down? That's really good. Once Sasha's empty, she's better. But they're just an awful angle. Okay, that's it. Maggie's turn. This is Maggie. She's about 5 years old. She's the oldest one I'm doing today. She's beautiful. I love her. She was born here on the property. She has very, very different teats. She has an udder that's considered not attached well. I mean, this is why it hangs so low. But for milk, I don't care. I'm not showing my animals. Right now I am bottle feeding 3 babies. So after I milk, I fill their bottles, and then I will go in the house and bottle up the rest of it. I do sell my milk. Probably 95% of it goes to dog breeders. That's who my biggest clients are. I do make cheese from it, drink it myself. It goes in coffee, it goes in cooking. It's really wonderful. And the milk, the taste of the milk is so incredible. I keep them on a special diet, and I'll go over that in probably another video and talk about why I feed them what I feed them. Because I've watched so many videos on YouTube of people talking about how to be careful that your milk doesn't taste bad, how to do all these things. It doesn't make any sense to me. My system is very simple, and the milk tastes exceptional. And most people that have tasted goat's milk before say, oh no, I hate it. It's because in the pasteurization process, it brings out a nasty flavor. I like it raw. Where I live, I can't sell it for human consumption because it's raw, and I'm not a certified dairy. I do everything I can in my power to have everything be completely sanitized, and you'll see my sanitation process and cleaning, and I know that makes a huge difference. buttons on the back of the Teat cups, and the last of it goes in. And then I can shut off the machine. Okay, now that the girls are out, I'm going to start the process of processing the milk. I spray everything with sanitizer because I can, and I'm worried about cleanliness. So once I take this off, during the milking process, the milk has been splashing up on the top of the lid. And I don't want to leave it like that. It's very warm, and I don't want the residue to stick on there. So I take the sanitizer and I spray the inside of the lid and let that all drip off. I spray these because they've been up here. And I just set the lid on top. And now I'm ready to bottle.